Yeah, good evening, everyone. We are starting our AP consultant work on own. All of you on YouTube, please, very quickly. All of you can have the notebook on your hand and please write down the notes so that it becomes easy for you in the weekend to that. Go through this, right? All of you have a notebook in your hand and everyone on YouTube, please, very quickly. Now, please write down, if you can see, vendor master data. Step 1, vendor master data consultant work. In vendor master data consultant work, please write down MK01. MK work. In your notebook, write down step 1, vendor master data consultant work on own ES. The enterprise structure which I am using is BANG in Kenya. So, vendor master data will have two consultant work, namely MK01 consultant work and FK01 consultant work. Write down 1A in your notebook, MK01 consultant work. And then write down no consultant work required. It is pre-configured. Meaning now I can go on to MK01 and create my vendor by entering the organization BANG, account group 0001, enter the data. What are the data? Title, name of the vendor, country I enter Kenya, region I enter the central region because Kenya is not a VAT registration number, neither India. You need not enter the VAT registration number. Then you go to the purchase tab. In purchase tab, I enter order currency if it is India INR, if it is Kenyan enterprise sector KES, terms of payment 0001, CFR not Hamburg, you enter the Nairobi or whichever the city in India where your plant is there. GRIR tick and automatic purchase order tick. Then you get the vendor output like this. I have put my. Now please write down 1B FK01 consultant work. In FK01 consultant work, what is the thing which we require? We require the reconciliation account. Like in 1000 company code was 1,60,000. We require a consultant work. You require a consultant work. You require a consultant work. Uh, you require a consultant work. You have to create the reconciliation account on BANG company code. So what is the GL account which we require? We have to understand that. Once we create the GL account, we'll come to know. So to do that, what is the thing which we have to know? What is the GL account to be created? So I go to my consultant work Excel sheet, which I give it in finance for you. So vendor enroll to, we have to create the GL account. What is the GL account number which we have to create? That you should know. So these are the GL account for 1000 company code. Now these are the GL account which I have to create for on my BANG. I request you to create these GL accounts for your company code BANG. Whether you are doing it for India or Kenya, write down the list of the GL account which we have to create. The GL account which is required to create the vendor is trade payable domestic 2 lakh 2. Please write down the GL accounts to be created in the transaction code. When I'm talking about FK01 consultant work, we should be able to create the GL accounts. Please write down, go to the transaction code FS00 and create the following GL accounts. You have to create 4 GL accounts. One, trade receivable domestic. On your own enterprise structure, please write down, you have to create trade payable domestic. The GL account number is 2 lakh 2, 200002. Please write down. Whether it is in Kenya or India, this is the GL account number which you have to create. And in bracket, you write down, this GL account is used in vendor master data FK01. 2 lakh 2, you are going to use it in vendor master data FK01. The GL accounts which I have to create, you write down, are GRIR, goods receipt, invoice receipt, GL account number. Write down 2 lakh 1, 2 lakh 1, and then write down inventory raw material 1 lakh 4. Inventory raw material 1 lakh 4. This I require when I am trying to do my Migo consultant work. That we'll see it later. But let's go and create the GL account and keep it ready. So what is the GL account I require to create? GRIR or invoice 2 lakh 1 and inventory raw material 1 lakh 4. And the fifth and final GL account which I require to create is input tax 1 lakh 5. So already we have created in FS00. Now let's go to the server. Let's go to the server. So once I go to the server, we can see what are the how many GL accounts we have created for when we are doing our SAP consultant work for AR. 9 of them. Let me show you that where you have created. Where do I create the GL account? I create the GL account in the transaction code FS00. You go to FS00, enter your company code BANG and check out how many GL accounts did I create. In this chart of account BANG, you see I have created 9 GL accounts because I have done my SAP AR. Clear? So the 9 GL accounts created are initial stock entry, finished goods inventory, trade receivable domestic, and bank GL account number. That is the reason, if you see, when I am talking about creating the next one series, I am creating 1 lakh 4 for inventory raw material because already up to 1 lakh 3 we have occupied in AR, right? And then in 2 series already I have created output tax in two series, another one GL account which we have to create. What is that GL account? GRIR and trade receivable domestic. Because 2 lakhs I have already created, GRIR I am giving 2 lakh 1 and 2 lakh 2 for trade payable domestic. And input tax after 1 lakh 4, the next number is 1 lakh 5. I'm going to create it for asset. The next number is going to be 1 lakh 5. I hope everyone has understood it. Please write down the list of GL accounts which I wanted to create for total AP cycles are 4. So 9 already which you have created for AR, now extra 4. So totally for SAP, AR and AP, how many GL accounts you are creating? You are creating 13 GL accounts. 9 for AR and 4 for AP. The 4 GL accounts which you have to create are 1 lakh 4, 1 lakh 5 in one series, that is inventory raw material. Please write down the in one series what are the GL account I am going to create for AP. 1 lakh 4 and 1 lakh 5 input tax. Then in two series another two GL accounts have to be created in liability, that is GRIR 2 lakh 1 and trade payable domestic 2 lakh 2 liability. Clear? Then finally, these four GL accounts have to be created. So where I go? I go to my transaction code FS00. So what is the first GL account which we wanted? If you want, you go to FS00 and create BANG 1 lakh. What is the first GL account which I wanted to create? 1 lakh 4. I wanted to create 1 lakh 4. Click on create button. It is a asset, so it will come in balance sheet. What is this GL account called? Inventory raw material. So it is giving abbreviation. So let's see. Inventory raw material. Write down inventory raw material GL account. Then I click on control data, local balances, Kenya. Then click on line item, sort key. I request all of you to go and see the video, and then and in the tax category, please enter posting without tax is allowed. And then create a bank, you enter one. So let me explain. Go to 1 lakh 4, click on create. In type and description, please enter asset, balance sheet, short description, long description, control data. You can just go and see account currency. If it is India, it will be INR, US, it will be USD. For Kenya, it is Kenyan shilling. Local balances tick, tax category, all tax allowed. Click on posting allowed. Click on line item display, enter the posting key 0001 and create bank, enter G001 and save it. So data was saved. So out of the 4 GL account which I wanted to create, I created the first GL account. What is that GL account I created? This one, inventory raw material. Next, I'm going to create the input tax GL account, 1 lakh 5. And click on create button. Go to type and description. Asset, balance sheet, local balances, sort key, posting date, create bank, 1 lakh 5. The next GL account which I have to create is 2 lakh 1. Next GL account which I have to create 2 lakh 1 GRIR GL account. Click on create. It's a liability 2 series, balance sheet, GR slash IR. Goods. You can just go through the video and see the fields again. If it's India, the currency will be INR. For US, it will be USD. Tax category, this. Line item, sort key, posting date 001. Then you have to come to create G001. Save. Then I have to create the GL account for trade receivable domestic. 2 lakh 2, which is our importance for me to create the vendor. It's again liability, which is the GL account which I am trying to create. 2 lakh 2, trade payable domestic. The fourth annual GL account which is required. Instead of receivable, it will be payable. This is for vendor. So which I am going to use it in FK01. So you type in description, you click on balance sheet, short description, GL account, long text, control data, because it's a 2 series, local balances, tax category, all tax allowed, posting allowed. And because it's a reconciliation account, this is for vendor. Please note this is very important. Reconciliation account type vendor. Otherwise, this if you are not selected this will not be reflected in your vendor master data. and then save it. Balances for reconciliation account only in local currency. So this tick should not be there. That's what he's saying. Data was saved. So you can just check it. 2 lakh to create liability, short text, trade payable domestic, GL account, trade payable domestic or vendor account or reconciliation account. Then in control data, KES. For reconciliation account, don't put local balances in local currency because the vendor could be overseas also. Customer can also be overseas. It need not be from Kenya, the vendor. Tax category, all tax allowed. Posting without tax is there. A reconciliation account type is vendor. And then line item 001, create bank 001, and then save. That concludes we have created our GL accounts. So let's go and create our FK01 now. FK01, we have to do the end user work. We have already created our 101045 vendor number. So FK01, I can go and create 101045 in BANG company code in the account group. Press enter key. So we have created receivable domestic. That GL account has come. For vendor master data, the sort key is going to be vendor number 012, which already all of you know it because we have done n number of exercise on this. This is domestic account payable A1. Then click on this and go to the terms of payment 0001 and then save it. So we have done through our consultant work of vendor master data on BANG, and then we have concluded even the end user work 101045. Now I have to go and do my raw material creation in MM MMR1. Sorry, raw material is MMR1 or I can do MM01. Correct. Good. So where do I go? Now I have to do the, please write down material master data consultant work or MM01 or MMR1 consultant work. Please write down step 1. Step 1. Define attributes for material type. Step 1. Define attributes for material type. Now you can go and check the part. Please write down the part SPRO. Go to Logistic General. SPRO, Logistic General, Material Master Data, Basic Setting, Material Type, Define Attributes for Material Type. The T code is OMS2. So the part you write down, define attributes for material type, that is the step 1 consultant work. Part is SPRO, Logistic General, Material Master, Basic Setting, Material Type, Define attributes for material type. T code OMS2. Come here, click on the clock and then write down, click on position. What is the material type for raw material? The German ID is ROH as it was FERT. Now select your ROH, and this is called as dialog structure. Double click on dialog structure, go to position. This is a warning message. Just ignore by pressing enter 3. Your valuation area is nothing but your plant ID. You have to put quantity value update for your company code, because when you procure the raw material in the stores, the quantity has to be updated and the value has to be updated. That is the meaning of this. So once I have done this, rest of the things, all the consultant work for material master data, whatever the steps you have done in material master data consultant for AR, that will hold good here also. Apart from this, the additional step what we have to do here. Now I'll go to MM01, or the directory code is MMR1. I'll select pharmaceutical, click on select views. What are the views to be selected? Basic data 1, MRP2, and accounting 1. I enter the plant BANG, storage location BANG. RM-1 for BANG ES. Base unit of measure is going to be pieces. Material group is 017 pharmaceutical, because I selected pharmaceutical. Division is going to be her division, whatever she has created. I hope it is NG. And then volume 100, net weight 98 kg. Hmm. Purchasing. In purchasing, I have to enter the purchase group. These are all the things which already you know. And then it's full tax and automatic PO. Then I go to MRP1. In MRP1, I enter the MRP type PD, MRP controller 000. This I am getting because I have done my AP. In AP, Material Master Data Consultant work, already I have done this. And the loss size is going to be EX. Correct? Then go to MRP2. I have to enter the planned delivery time, in how many days the vendor is going to supply you the material, and then schedule margin key 000. Then I go to the accounting one view finally. Then I enter the valuation class. What is the valuation class I'm going to enter? 3000. And then I'm going to enter my moving price, that is 1000. Press enter and save. I'm going to get my material master data also done. I don't want to go beyond material master data on today. On Monday, we can just do the rest of the thing from M11 till the end, because a lot of member requested to finish their AR work. I request take the time out on Saturday, Sunday, do your AR work and do AP work till here, material master data, so that the whole class is in sync. I think you have enough time. All the Kenyan student, whoever is there, has a doubt, they can contact Mr. Kennedy. He has already completed. Tabitha has completed. Chachi has completed. Or they can reach out to Razak for any help. You can coordinate with Mr. Kennedy, all the Kenyan student. Mr. Yashwant, Avinash, Shravani, they have done all the Anteja. All the Indian students are requested to contact them. And Shamika ji, you can coordinate and this Saturday, Sunday, see to that everyone has completed their work of SAP AR SAP till material master data, consultant work, and end user work. I hope everyone is clear till this point. I'm going to stop now the live streaming, and then I can take your queries if you have any.